All right. Welcome back, everybody. How's it going? Again? If you weren't here for the first break earlier, we just finished a break about 20 minutes ago, and we're back for round two. We're going to get this one going here pretty much right at 1 o'clock. I don't think I have much to discuss, or I'm sure everybody's like, oh, Mike's complaining about something earlier, so nothing to complain about to start this one or anything like that. Looks like we've got most everybody paid now, so appreciate everybody for that. Like I said, we were missing a ton of spots earlier, so definitely appreciate everybody getting it done. I think I'm only missing one in the last break, which I already had a arrangement on, and I'm missing one on this break. So that's nothing to complain about. So all good. If you missed the first break, I feel like it was a really good break. So be sure to go back and rewatch that if you get time. I'll get it posted. I'm going to try to get it posted on YouTube this afternoon. Got our red, white, and blue card stands out there. I switched the order of them just so that if you're looking at the breaks, you can tell. If you're looking at the card stands, you can tell which break it is, hopefully. So I changed the order of the card stands, but we're going to stick with red, white, and blue through 4th of July weekend. Just sticking patriotic for a couple of weeks here. So anyway, good luck to everybody. This is break 2614. And as I mentioned earlier, I did make some changes to the checklist right away, basically. The big obvious ones that we changed were I added Tyler Reddick, William Byron, and Raja Caruth, and we took a couple of people off. I took Spencer Boyd off. Trying to think who else I took off of the list. I took a couple other guys off the list, though. So, again, we'll continue to kind of just work through any minor changes that need to be made as we go. But unless something glaring shows up in this break, we'll probably stick with this list for tonight's break as well. So, good luck to everybody, and let's do it to it. Box number 1. If you weren't here for the first one, I will say, I think the overall feel is that the product is really, really nice this year. Packs come out of this box really wonky. I wish they didn't stack. I miss it. I miss the packs laying flat. You know what I mean? Instead of being up, like standing vertically. That's just like a minor little complaint, but they've been doing it that way for a while, so I don't think they're going back. All right. Probably, let me turn this overhead light off to get rid of the glare. Let me point you guys down just a scotch more. Get you more in the frame. We had 3 green SSPs in the very first break. Gio Ruggiero, silver. Claim to fame, Terry Labonte. Again, for this first week or week and a half of select new releases, every card will be included in the break base. Everything will be part of what you get. I made a comment about the Ram. There's another Butterbean in the Ram. So we are getting some new pictures, which is great. John Paul Southern. Speak of the Ram and Butterbean. Tie-dye, Brendan Queen with the Cummins theme. That's nice. Butterbean Queen goes to Joe. 10 out of 25. 10 of 25 on the short print. And then we've got selective swatches, 15 of 25. Short print for Ross Chastain. Black sheet metal. Ross is going to go to Andrew Abbott. Very nice. Sam Mayer. Austin Beers. Chase. Sammy Smith, silver. Skills, Chris Buescher. And Ben Rhodes. Riley and Frankie. Connor Mozak, tricolor. I do like the designs. I wish we got, like in Football Select, they get die cuts. I wish we got some die cuts. That'd be cool. 19 of 25, Harry Gant. Legendary Signatures tie-dye. And that is a new photo for Harry that we have not seen before. At least to my knowledge. That's awesome. I like that a lot. Harry Gant is going to go to Jake. Really nice looking card. Sally Mott. Fascinating. Just checking out the car. Josh Balicki. Got a silver Frankie. And Fuego Jimmy Johnson. If you're on X, on Twitter, last night, Noah Gragson put out a tweet or a post on X, whatever you want to call it, that said, I never intend to charge for autographs at the racetrack, or if you come to my merch trailer, you don't have to buy anything to get my autograph. If you want my autograph, I'll do it. And I think that was in response to a lot of the drivers starting to require you to buy things at the track to get a wristband for an auto. I'm not, I have my drivers I root for, but Noah earned a little extra respect for me with that. We got a Daniel Hemrick NASCAR logo. Now, these are falling much more rare, these NASCAR logo parallels. We did not see any of these in the first four. Daniel Hemrick is unlisted. That's going to go to Thomas Jones. I love how they did these this year. The logo is much more prominent in the background. That's really, really nice. Well done. And then we got Alex Bowman on the select signatures. Going to J.R. Tipple. Nice, J.R. Move Ross. We'll just kind of keep rotating stuff as we go. C. Bell. Sally don't even have any autos in this. Correct. Lane Riggs, white. 32/99. Going to JR. At least I think that's correct. I guess I'd have to double check the list. I think that's correct, though. Skills, Austin Hill. Luke Fenhouse. Luke was one of the others that we dropped in this break. We dropped him from being listed to unlisted. In our breaks, Luke finds himself in the filler quite a bit. So that's kind of the other thing that I look at as far as who to put in the unlisted spots. Silver Riley Herbst is, if a driver ends up in the filler a lot, it tells me they're not popular, among our crew. And so that's why they end up where they end up. Eric Jones, Bailey Curry, a tricolor Tanner Gray. And Fuego, Jeff Gordon. That's a little bit earlier, Jeff Gordon. Going to Gavin. 86. I thought it was 66. 86/99. I'm getting old, guys. Being able to see is becoming... I'm going to have to, get a pair of readers, I think. Or go to the eye doctor, I guess. One of the two. Sally Mott. Oh, man. This pack could be absolutely loaded. Just stand by momentarily here. Skills, Chase Briscoe. Eric Jones. Sally Mott. Yeah, we've done it again. Kyle Busch. Color Blast, black. That is awesome. We pulled the Denny in the last break, and I'm sure there were people thinking, well, there goes that case hit. Not so fast. Kyle Busch, and we've still got a gold behind him, but let me get a one-touch for Kyle. Going to Stoney. Congratulations, Stoney. For those that may not be familiar, Stoney's one of our longtime Kyle Busch collectors. So, thrilled to know this is going into his PC. I can guarantee it. That's awesome. All right, let's move. What are we going to move? Let's move Hemrick. Slide Bowman over. And we'll do it like that. And then our gold, we had Ben Rhodes. It's not often that you get a Color Blast and a gold in the same pack. Ben Rhodes going to Tim Mays. Let me tell you a little something about Tim Mays. If you guys weren't here for the first break, Tim had himself quite a nice little run. Apparently, he's still on the hot streak. Picking up a gold now. Congrats, Tim, also. That's the first gold we've pulled. Like I said, we were on a strong run of green. I'm trying to get them so you guys can see them all. It's tough. That's good enough. Close enough for government work. Daniel Suarez, Parker Retzlaff, silver Andres Perez, Claim to Fame SVG. I'm not sure how I feel about that Claim to Fame set. Maybe when I see those in a colored parallel version, I might like them better. I'm not sure how I feel about that set. That might be the only one that I'm kind of The box number 2. Creed and Perkins. We've got a lot of red going on here. Mark Martin, red. Goes to Lucas. 69 out of 125. That's everybody's favorite serial number. Then we got Sparks, Tommy Joe Martins with the red, 71 out of 99. I mentioned this in the first break, but I love the fact that they included the word Sparks on the front of these this year. I just think that makes it just sort of completes the card a little bit better than they did last year. Tommy Joe will go to Thomas Jones. Jesse Love. Gonna be a Cup driver. Taylor Gray, silver. Our first tandem draft, Chase Elliott, Alan Gustafson. If you weren't here for the first break, the way we're going to work these is we'll do a random at the end of the breaks for left or right side, and that's how we'll determine. Now, in the event that we have multiples, then we'll just split them between the two people. You know what I mean? Like in the last break, we had one that was a colored parallel and a base. So the colored parallel went to the left side, and then I'm going to give the base to the right side. That way we're sharing. Tricolor, Nick Sanchez. Legendary Signatures, Casey Kane. We like that one. Casey Kane's going to Andrew Ritchie. That doesn't suck either. Nice. Let's put Casey up here for a minute instead of Harry. Handsome Harry. Bailey Curry. Wappelheim. William Sawalich. It definitely, I don't know about you guys. I was just thinking about this earlier after I saw the Jesse Love news. But 167 and 175. William Sawalich goes to Sea Salt. It definitely feels like we're in the midst of a pretty significant youth movement at the cup level for sure. And Fuego Hocevar. You know, you got Zilich, Hocevar, Noah Gragson, you know, Corey Himes coming up next year. Now Jesse Love's coming up. It just feels very much like we're in the midst of a bit of a youth movement. John Paul Southern, silver. Claim to Fame, red, Kevin Harvick. There's a red version of... I'm still not sure how much I love this design. But it's different, so it's hard to knock different. Kevin Harvick goes to Ronnie, 67 of 99. Parker Retzlaff. Jeff Burton, Caden Honeycutt. Got a purple Jeff Burton. Going to Dale Waters. I knew. Yep, you just need to stop watching now, Stoney. That's the way it works. I swear that's the way it works. I have always done better in breaks when I don't watch. I swear by it. I hate to say that because I love it when people watch and engage and talk and chat with us, but I swear by it. Congrats, bud. That's a monster for the PC. I'm so glad for you. Carson Quapple, silver. Harvick and Sam Mayer. Perez, Cody Ware. We got a Ben Rhodes, Mama Jamma. Tie-dye. Goes to Tim Mays. 19 out of 25. We are not lacking for short prints in Select. Skills, Zilich. I mean, I always tell you guys, the way I gauge whether a break is good or not is I think about the boxes that we open, and then I think if I had opened those myself, would I be happy? And so far, I mean, we've only been halfway through this one, and I can tell you I'd already be happy with this one. And same with the last one. Even before we hit the color blast in the last break, I would have been happy with it. Blue SVG. Going to Joe. 154 or 175. Brent Cruz and Fuego. So, yeah, I mean, just a lot of, like I said, a lot of short print stuff going on. There he is, Jesse Love. Silver. And then we got Cody Ware. Cody Ware, I think might have been the other one that I pulled from the list. I think we had him listed in the first one. I think I pulled him and moved him to unlisted. He's going to get a Thomas Jones. That's kind of how it works. If we add somebody new to the list, I got to remove somebody because you can only have so many names on the list per the way it works on Facebook. Otherwise, you got to do the split list like you've seen me do in the past. And although I don't mind doing it every once in a while, it's a real pain for most people to find everything that they're looking for. So we got another NASCAR parallel logo, Justin Allgaier. I was told to expect about maybe these to fall like 1 in every 3 boxes. And now, again, we had none in the first 4, so this makes sense. Justin Allgaier goes to Michael Clay. Very nice. Claim to fame, DW. Brandon Queen. Yeah, we've had Connor Hall. I saw a couple Connor Halls in the last break. Justin Haley. Going to Thomas. 31 out of 125. And then Skills and Jimmy. Skills, Bubba, and Jimmy. Give me a quick second. I'm going to open some more penny sleeves. Because we're going to need some. All right. Box 3. Empty box. All right. Again, if you didn't hear me babble about the schedule and kind of what we got on tap this week, I'll talk through it here quickly. Tonight, I'll post another break at 7:30. It'll be the rest of this case. William Sawalich Silver. And then we'll do another 4-boxer tomorrow on Thursday. Friday, I'll do a lunch break. That'll be 2 boxes, and that'll be driver groups. So a little different format on Friday for lunch break. Then Saturday, we will have nothing. I've got a absolutely jam-packed Saturday with playing in a golf tournament, and then my grandma's 92nd birthday party is Saturday evening. So, an absolutely full day for me Saturday. Sunday night, I will post a half case break of Select. And I know that's a little unusual for the timing on Sunday, but Sunday's Father's Day. And although I don't have a clue what our plans are on Sunday, I suspect that my wife's going to want to do something with her dad. So, I mean, we certainly should. So, I'm posting that late Sunday night. I think I got it set up for 8 o'clock Sunday. So, kind of more towards the end after the break or after the race. But it'll be a half case on Sunday night. 150 of 199, Sammy Smith goes to David Korst. I will also post our race pool this evening for this weekend's race. And then on Monday, I'll post the in-season tournament contest, which will work pretty much like the race pool. Probably do like a contest A and contest B for the in-season tournament, and you'll get assigned a random driver, and then if your driver wins the in-season, then you'll win a box of something. So, trackside action signatures, Jamie McMurray. Going to Will Black. Kurt Busch. Oh, that's kind of cool with his, that's a different picture of Michael McDowell. He's wearing like a varsity jacket. Michael McDowell NASCAR logo. So that's our third. So we've had 3 boxes in a row with one of these now. We had 4 in a row without. Like I said, I was told to expect about maybe 1 in every 3 boxes. So we'll see how that goes overall. But Reddick, Nice color match. Keelan Harvick. Like I said, I'm really curious to see if maybe in the next year or two we see Brexton. 107 of 125, Keelan. Yeah, they're hard to pull and then pull just like it's my job. Keelan going to Jake. Chase Briscoe, Skills. Noah Gragson. I keep hearing the rumor that there's a chance that Noah may end up with RCR. I wonder if there's any truth to that. And it's intriguing. David Reagan, White. It's going to go to Thomas, 62 and 99. Chris Buescher, Chase Briscoe. Everybody's been talking about who's going to go to the 48 because everybody's convinced that Bowman's going to lose his ride and all this stuff. You know what I haven't heard anybody start talking about yet that I'm really fascinated with is who's going to take over the 11 car at JGR? Anybody have any speculations on that? Because that will be a premium ride for somebody. Taylor Gray, blue, and Denny seems 100% committed that that's what's happening. 81 out of 175. Taylor going to Andrew Haywood. Sparks, Austin Hill. Going to Justin with the tie-dye. That's a sharp-looking card in the tie-dye. It's Fire Suit, though. I thought Sparks were all sheet metal, but that's Fire Suit. Anyway, 3 out of 25. Rumor is Brent Cruz. You guys all seem convinced. Like that's a done. Y'all are in the know. I like it. Silver, Kyle Larson. Yeah, Sparks this year, the design's much better. In Fuego, Jimmy Johnson. We got Austin Cindric, tricolor. And looky what we have here. Legendary signatures. Martin Truex Jr. Oh, Denny talked to... Okay, well then there you go. Martin Truex Jr. going to Steve. It sounded like we were never going to get Truex autographs, and then all of a sudden Truex is popping up everywhere. He's on Amazon Prime. He's signing autographs. He's back maybe a little bit, which is great. I think it's great for the sport. I think the sport loves him being around in any capacity. Martin is good to have around. Excuse me, I feel like I got to sneeze. Yep, I did. I can feel it coming on. All right, back to our program. We got a lime green Dawson Sutton. I don't think we've seen any lime greens yet till now. 24 of 75. That's going to go to Thomas. Claim to fame, Jr. Connor Hall, Christopher Bell. Got a Josh Bilicki silver. And then we've got a tie-dye tandem draft, Kyle Larson and Cliff Daniels. So that'll be part of our random at the end. Larson is Christopher Couch. Cliff Daniels is not listed. Thomas Jones. So that'll be part of the random. I knew I had a card behind there. Richard Petty. Let me clean up our space just a tad here. Tidy up. All right, fourth and final box. So far, so good with Select. Empty box. We got SVG, Landon Lewis. Silver, Tony Breidinger. Joey. Tricolor, Ryan Preece. I think it was announced yesterday, Chris Buescher has signed an extension with RFK. So that certainly solidifies his position at RFK. I think there's still some questions as to what's going to happen there. Because aren't they supposed to lose a charter? I think. And they got more drivers than cars. Silver Chase. I'm curious to see if... I wonder if BK won't just say, hey, I'm going to step aside. Or if BK won't run... They had talked about maybe running an open team. I wonder if maybe you run BK as the open team. I don't know. Carolina Blue, Connor Zilic. Going to Storm Ghost. 53 out of 199. Frankie Muniz. That kind of blows the theory of having Hall of Famers in the Claim to Fame set, doesn't it? Not picking on Frankie, but he's not a Hall of Famer. Not a Hall of Famer in racing, anyway. Silver, Parker Retzlaff. Oh, I grabbed too many penny sleeves. And then we got the blue legend. Oh, no, not legend. Trackside action signatures. Todd Gilliland. I was going to say legendary signatures. Like, that's the wrong set. Todd Gilliland goes to Cody. Cody Sharp with the Todd Gilliland. And we got Keelan. Blue, Jake Garcia. /100 out of 175. Cindric Skills. Brent Cruz. We got a red Sam Mayer. Going to Danny. /100 out of 125. The serial numbers are throwing me off because reds out of 125, blues out of 175. We're used to 199 and 299. That's throwing me off. SVG and Connor on the tandem draft. Tony B. Got a white William Byron. Going to Dustin. 73/99. And Fuego Kyle Busch. Tricolor Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Legendary Signatures Darrell Waltrip. DW goes to Lucas. Joey Logano. Got an orange Parker Retzlaff. I like the orange cards. Like I said, they really pop. Going to Andrew Haywood. 27/49. Skills Jeff Gordon, Dale Jr. 2 packs to go. I think we're still missing a relic, which based on the thickness of that final pack, the relic might be in there. Silver Chase Briscoe. Of course, this pack was thick too, but I think it's got a filler in it. Rusty Wallace, Claim to Fame, red. Goes to David Korst. 8/99. And Connor Zilich. All right, last pack. Again, thanks to everybody who participated in these first couple. And don't forget, tonight at 7:30, we'll post the next one. We have not pulled a 101. Not saying we're going to, but I'm just saying, this case, we have not seen a 101. Carolina Blue, a bit of a color match there for Austin Hill. Going to Justin Elder. 102 out of 199. And then we got the selective swatches, Chris Buescher, the fire suit. Buescher going to David Korst as well. And Josh Berry to round things out for us. Whoop, bumped the camera. It's been a while since I've done that. I guess I was bound to do it eventually. Again, I was due. I was due for it. So, let me get you guys a quick recap here. Move some stuff out of the way. Get some room here to work, to operate. And then we'll do a random for the tandem drafts here in just a second. So, kind of the shorter printed stuff, we had Michael McDowell, Justin Allgaier, Ben Rhodes tie-dye to 25, Daniel Hemrick, and Butterbean Queen tie-dye to 25. Our relics, Chris Buescher, Sparks Austin Hill tie-dye, Sparks Tommy Joe Martins red, and Selective Swatches tie-dye Ross Chastain. Again, some nice short printed stuff mixed in. Legendary Signatures DW, Todd Gilliland, Jamie McMurray, Casey Kane, Cody Ware, Harry Gant tie-dye, Alex Bowman. We had Martin Truex Jr., Legendary Blue. Gold, Ben Rhodes. That's our first gold. Maybe there's some more lurking in the rest of this case. And then Kyle Busch, Color Blast number 2. Seems to me we might be on a bit of a hot case. Kyle Busch, Color Blast, going to Stoney. Congratulations again to Stoney. Like I said, I know that'll be a big PC card for him. And then we're going to do a random for our tandem drafts. Left or right. And, of course, we've got the tie-dye Kyle Larson and Cliff Daniels as part of that. So let me hit you guys with a random for that, and we'll call this one a day. All right. So we got left and right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that's going to go to the left side again. Left side is won twice in a row. Left side again. So that'll go to the Kyle Larson spot, SVG, William Byron, and Chase Elliott. So, all right. That's all I got for this afternoon. Again, I'll be back with you guys at 7:30 with the next break being posted. So I hope you guys can join us for that. And I'll also have the race pool posted this evening before the break. I don't have an exact time, but it'll be posted before the break is tonight. So that gives you at least a reference point as to when to keep an eye out for it. So that's all I got. Everybody have a great rest of your afternoon, and we'll see you guys a little later.